Today, countless people find themselves in a similar situation. They no longer attend church, no longer belong to a specific denomination, yet they still believe there's something greater out there. They still keep a quiet, personal connection with God and search for meaning in their lives. Embodying what many call leaving the church, but still keeping faith in God. Many put it simply, I left the church but didn't leave God. When old beliefs begin to crumble, they enter a journey that's both painful and liberating, a stage of faith after deconstruction. When you're forced to re-examine every doctrine, every belief you once took for granted. In this process, they don't want to lose God. They simply want to find God in a new way, a more honest and authentic way. Over 100 years ago, Leo Tolstoy found himself in almost exactly this position. He received a letter from an Orthodox priest named Dmitry Nikiforovich Rensky, a priest at the Church of the Nativity in Palaszczuk, Moscow. The priest wrote to criticize Tolstoy's religious views and political stance, insisting that Tolstoy had lost his way and urgently inviting him to return to orthodoxy. By this time, Tolstoy had been in deep conflict with the Russian Orthodox Church for years and had already been excommunicated. Tolstoy wrote back to Father Rensky. At first, when he finished the letter, he felt his words were too harsh and decided not to send it. But after 2 days of reflection, he chose to send it anyway. In this letter, Tolstoy explains why he cannot return to a church tradition he believes has betrayed the God of love, and at the same time, he invites the priest himself to return to a more authentic faith. Now, let's hear the letter in full. The 5th of August 1910, Yasnaya Polyana. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God abides in us, and His love is perfected in us. God is love, and whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. First Epistle of John, chapter 4, verses 7, 8, 12, 16. Because I believe in God, the God whom Christ taught us to believe in, whose nature is clearly defined in these scriptures and throughout the Gospels, I cannot follow your advice and return to the teachings of the harmful sect that calls itself Orthodox, the one you are calling me back to. I cannot return to this sect because it denies the true God of Christianity, that is, love, and replaces him with a malevolent, irrational power that promises eternal paradise or eternal damnation, eternal punishment, in complete contradiction to a God of love. I not only cannot return, but I cannot help rejecting this harmful sect because it colludes with the government, with those who hold power and commit all kinds of crimes. It deceives the ignorant masses and the younger generation with false ideas about God and His law. It exists and spreads only through the violence of that government. Please forgive me for speaking so plainly about what I believe to be the truth. I am compelled to do so because of your letter. With your absolute faith in the truth you proclaim, you should have left a hardened sinner like me to sink in my delusion, especially since you have nothing new to say. Nothing I haven't heard 1,000 times from preachers who, deep down, do not believe what they themselves are spreading. They try to convert others only to reinforce their own blind faith. They need crowds to follow them so they can feel they are right. Finally, let me advise you as you have advised me. Forget your priesthood for a moment, and forget those you think you have a responsibility to save. In a moment of clarity, honestly reflect, not on a God who punishes people with eternal hellfire or lifts them to heaven, but on the one true God, the God of love, who dwells in your soul, whom you cannot help but recognize. Think about yourself, about your own soul. Recognize your own delusion and act according to what this awareness demands of you. Your brother, Lev Tolstoy. What do you think about this letter? Do you believe it's possible to leave a specific church while still maintaining a living faith in God? Do you agree or disagree with Tolstoy's harsh tone when he speaks about the church? If this video helped you think more deeply about faith, religion, and love, please leave a comment below and share your perspective. And if you found this content valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue reading and reflecting on more of Tolstoy's letters in future videos.